Hi, everybody, and thanks for continuing to be interested in learning more about Git. So, in our example, things can be worse. What ends up happening normally is we typically have one type of code that we're working on that we feel is stable and has the right amount of features and functionality. And then we might need to make a copy of it in order to make an improvement or test or evaluate something. So that spawns into copy A versus another copy of it, and then one of our colleagues might ask us for another copy, so that might spin into yet a different version. Pretty soon, we end up having what used to be one dot code of something ends up becoming 5, 6, 7 different versions, none of which are really wrong, but maybe none are exactly right because they fail to have the improvements of its counterpart, of its peer or its subordinate, because a different section was added by somebody else for a different reason. So we end up having an entire realm of code that, although it's very familiar with each other or with its parent, could be vastly different. And part of the confusions that end up happening relate to where we struggle. We have different updates coming at different times. We end up hearing that at some point, the code we deployed and the results we got don't match. And so, who made the changes? Why were those changes made? Those are the types of struggles that we see impacting our team. And at different times, usually when it's not convenient, somebody is going to ask us to research and find out where the missing code is for that missing component of something that was produced. And it could take us an hour, it could take us days. We may never really be fully confident of what exact version it is we had. That is something that can quickly become very redundant, repetitive, and stressful for not just our team members and our colleagues and ourselves, but even our managers, because they don't exactly know why we don't have any confidence in the code that we wrote and the results that we got. So, those are one of the main reasons why we need to make sure that with something like Git, we can quickly come to confidence and solutions that we don't already have that we should. So, that is one of the key selling points to using Git.